Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about Pursuit Spirits hitting Whiskey Row. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Katie Joyce, Kathy Cool, and Ryan the Billionaire Thompson.
Hey gang, what's up?
Hello.
What's going on, guys?
Hey-oh, so yeah, you know, this is, Whiskey Row keeps getting better and better. More and more places are coming there. You can spend more and more time there at this point. At this point, you could probably coordinate, several days worth of fun just hanging out on Whiskey Row between the restaurants, the bars, the places that are kind of bourbon adjacent, and as well as all the great distilleries and tasting rooms. So Pursuit Spirits being the newest one to that, they have Bourbon Pursuit, the famous podcast. So we're going to be talking about those guys today and opening this up. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Katie said she has a great topic to talk about. What is that, Katie?
This is a question on things that make you mad. And the topic of things that make you mad is when you are shopping in person. Not online shopping, but in-person shopping. What is the thing that makes you mad?
Okay, there's a lot of them. There's a lot.
Everything, right?
Yeah, just stopping in
that I'm in-person shopping.
I had an old person, and it's always old people. I had an old guy just stop in the middle, and he shut down like 4 aisles because he stopped. They have like here comes an aisle, then there's a break, and then there's the second half of the aisle. There's a hallway in between there, an aisle, where you can walk down. And the old man stops in the middle of it, and he basically shut down 4 aisles, and he's just standing there waiting for his wife, who's shopping the soda section, and he's looking back at her. He's not looking at all the other people he stopped. And nobody says anything because you don't want to be a dick to the old guy. But it was pretty freaking ridiculous. And there's a lot of that, just random, just stopping and being away. No care in the world about where you're at. No self-awareness. Just people stopping. Also, I don't like when they're on their phones. That's another problem. People are on their phones all the time. They're talking to someone as they're shopping, and it has to be on speaker. Why not put the phone up to your ear and just talk to them and have a conversation? So I'm not hearing what they're saying.
Or have headphones in, AirPods. Yeah. They make all these options.
Yeah, there's a lot of options there. So that's another one. And then the third one is people who wear basically pajamas to the grocery store or to Walgreens, which is the worst offender in the world. Yeah. Why do people wear stuff that should be worn just to bed in?
Akeley, what if they're sick and have a high fever and that's the best they could do that day and there's no one home to take care of them? So they got to go take care of themselves.
So I'm at Walgreens and there's 20 people who just happen to be the sickest they've ever been, where they can't even get out of their own clothes, and they're wearing Garfield pajama bottoms and slippers and all. Yeah, Ryan, I get there could be exceptions to what I'm saying.
But not a single prescription in their hands. Nothing but...
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not going to fall for that. The lowest common denominator is not what we need to weed out here.
As sick as it could be to shop for birthday cards and new mascara.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm not buying it, buddy. So that's the things that anger me when I'm out shopping. So yeah.
Those are all good things.
Yeah, that's a pretty good list.
The self checkout is a thing these days. Obviously, anywhere you go, and I just find that really interesting. That I saw some guy on social self checkout and then go hang out in the employee break room, and everyone's like, "Why are you here?" He's like, "Well, I have to check myself out. I'm just going to take a break now." That was great.
Funny.
Yeah, it does make for some odd things. That's actually pretty funny. I was at the grocery store and I use the self checkout all the time, but there was one time when I had this big case of water and I didn't want to pick it up out of the bottom of the cart because I said, and the lady's like, "You're gonna have to move something here. I said, just hand me the thing. I'll shoot it myself." She's like, "Sir, you are not allowed to do that." I'm like, "I do it every day right over the 15 feet away from you right now, all the time."
You know it. Same device.
I have experience.
Yeah, same device. Yeah. I know how to do this. Yeah.
I have experience. I promise you.
I have experience.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that, sir. You're not allowed to do that. Under no circumstances.
I love how they just made up a rule too. Like nothing in the employee handbook is going to say, under no circumstance shall a customer ever touch your remote scanner.
I can start a fire in there. Yeah, I just pointed at someone else. I damaged their eyes. I squeeze the trigger. And the laser to the eyes. No. Stupid.
Yeah.
You know what pisses me off?
What?
Is when you're trying to check out, you're not in self-checkout, you're just in the line because you're like, I got a lot of groceries here.
Right.
I want to have someone bag this stuff up for me. I've got too many things. And you're getting crowded by the person like right behind you.
Yes. Yeah.
And
give me my turn.
They're too close to you in general. Like usually you're in front of your cart anyways, you're like putting your stuff there and then
yes, then you want to move to the back to push the cart and they're already kind of
and they're like up they're hitting your ankles pretty much.
Yeah.
And they almost always do hit your ankles and you're just trying to swipe your card and they're like right there and you're like, why are you in my fucking space right now, dude?
Right.
I went to go bag my stuff that came at the end because they didn't have a bagger, and then they're blocking the card machine to finish my transaction.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to pay. Unless you're going to pay for me, I'm going to need you to take a step back.
Right.
Not done yet.
Yeah.
Please just back up.
Right. Also, I figured out where Beka's at. It's Daytona Beach because I saw some cars go by, and that's the beach where you're allowed to drive on the beach. So
you got it. I was wondering when you'd realize. I was like, I know he can see the cars out here, so surely he'll figure out where I am.
Yeah, I figured it out. I figured it out. Yep. Beach house, Daytona Beach. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. You got me pinned, Steve.
Yep.
You know where I'm at.
Yeah. KK, what gets you going when you're shopping? What do you want?
The kids in the carts that want everything.
Oh.
They've got them in the seat so they can control them, but they're still like, we're out of Go-Gurt. I've only got one Go-Gurt left. We need more Go-Gurt.
See, I usually encourage them. I would be like, Reese's Puffs, these are my favorite, and start throwing out every name of everything they don't want. Parents don't want them to have.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Nice of you.
Yeah.
Why is bitters allowed to be sold at grocery stores that don't have an alcohol license?
Oh, all that stuff. What about vanilla extract? It's basically just booze.
Yeah.
NyQuil.
Mouthwash.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that has alcohol in it that is not considered. You don't have to have a driver's license to get it.
Because bitters, especially, is intended to be used in cocktails, so it's not like a weird thing like vanilla extracts for baking. It's a different use type. It is a use in alcoholic drinks.
Right.
So,
makes no sense.
Save that for another time, I guess.
They're like, no one is dumb enough to drink just this. So
right.
Sure, just
I guess.
sell it wherever.
Yeah.
Ban bitters.
Yeah. All right. Katie, you asked the question. What do you hate when you're shopping?
When people pick something up and they decide they don't want it and then just set it down wherever the fuck they
Good
want.
one, Katie.
I get angry about that too.
It's the shopping equivalent of littering. And I very much hate littering. It's completely disrespectful to the world and those around you. But especially when shopping, working retail is not a fun experience. And I have not had to have any kind of long career working retail, but I still have a respect for what these people are doing and anyone who's working in these stores. And the fact that, and when in grocery stores, when it's something cold and they've just set it on a
Yeah,
shelf.
they'll
The
do
product's
shit
now
like
going
that.
to spoil,
Right.
Because they were too fucking lazy to go put it back where it belongs. So I will often, when I'm walking through a store, if I see something and I know it's only 2 aisles away, I will just pick it up and go put it back. Because I'm like, it was this easy. It took me. I'm going to go down that aisle anyway. I
You're a
can
good
just go walk
Samaritan,
it 2
Katie.
aisles
Right.
over.
Or
It's
the people that knock something off a shelf and then just keep walking.
Oh, sure. Just keep walking.
Like, oh, that bag of potato chips that I just brushed against and it fell. I'm gonna just walk away from it.
I'm going to walk away. I'm gonna walk away.
No.
You know,
It
the
has germs
checkout
that touch
lines,
the
they just
floor.
like stash stuff that they decide they don't want. Rather than you could just hand it to the cashier literally right there and say,
Right.
"Oh, I changed my mind on these. Could you please put these in the bin to restock?"
Right.
Done.
Yeah. None of us mention it, and we should, because it's one of the most annoying things ever. The people don't put their carts away. That would rather just leave their cart just sitting there and walk 4 feet to the cart return, the corral, and put it away. It's so angry.
Even today, so we left the grocery store and Schnucks has big carts and little carts, and they have signs for it in the corral. Large carts on the right, small carts on the left. And people on both sides of it did them incorrect. And so now, but it wasn't like they were just.
At least they put them away.
It was in the middle. So there's 3 large carts and then a small cart and then more large carts after it. And then in my side, there was a large cart because there was a small cart on the other side. So they decided, we should just do a permanent switch now, which also doesn't work. And so I rearranged the beginning ones and I pulled the large cart out, put my small where it goes, and then pulled the 2 larges out to take the small out that was blocking it. But then I noticed another small cart down the second one in. And I'm like, well, now I would have done it, but John was already sitting in the truck and it was really hot outside. And I kind of felt bad that he was just sitting in there and I had the keys. And so I was like, well, now I have this conundrum of, do I let my husband sit in the car while it's very hot while I fix all the carts for a job?
Don't leave your husband in a hot car.
Yeah. I was like, I feel responsible.
Especially to fix carts.
Right. Yeah.
So I fixed all the beginning ones, so at least the carts were fitting again, and we were just that one was wrong in the back, which really frustrated me, but I had to abandon it at that point with the decision I made. But
fair enough.
People, there are signs. And in this case, all you do is follow the cart that is already in front of you. Just match them up. That's all it took.
Yeah. Yeah, people are just too important for that. So, just leave it there. Leave it to someone else. And then, what happens when a gust of wind hits and it rolls into someone's car? They don't care because it doesn't involve them.
That should be a crime. The cities should start passing ordinances against these things so that these people can be prosecuted.
Exactly.
I could tell you, some of the most entertaining cases I had was stealing cases from the self-checkouts. The videos of what people would try to steal through the self-checkout was incredible to begin with. And so I would like to see people prosecuted for not putting carts back and for putting items back in the wrong place in the store.
Yeah, fair enough. On that note, it's time to drink. What is that? I'm thinking about running for governor under the platform of you're allowed to shoot someone if you see them not return a cart. You shot and killed that guy, whatever. Hey, he didn't put his card away. Oh, okay, dismissed.
Got my vote.
Yeah, you're fine. All right. On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with me this time. I'm going to go first. I've got Neely Family Distillery, a little bit less than a half bottle. I'm going to see if I can fit this whole thing into my Glen.
Oh, God.
Oh,
God.
Bootlegger pick. Let's see what we got here. First, I gotta pop the cork. Let's see what we got. Not much there. Let's see if this will fit, though. I think it will.
Oh, my.
It's going good so far. Oh, no problem.
Easy.
No problem.
That is still a hell of a last show pour, Steve.
It is a great last show pour. So let's see who's next. Let's have Kathy go next. Kathy, what do you got?
Okay, I'll keep on the Neely track here, and I'll open up a Hidden Barn.
Okay.
Batch 2 of the small batches, going back a ways.
Okay. All right. No, it's got the lead. Mine was really nothing. So yours wasn't much above nothing, but it was above nothing. So.
And I'm not doing a last show pour.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Katie's ready. Katie, what do you got?
I have Boxing Bear round 4.
Okay, that's our lead.
Ooh, I got a little bit smoke coming out of it
Huge
when it
cork
came up.
pop. Okay, that's cool.
Keep focus on it.
Miss Beka Sue, Katie has the lead. What do you got?
I have a old sample that I got out of one of our rye whiskey Bloody Butchers.
Okay.
So I just have a sample bottle because, I'm on vacation. So
Definitely on vacation.
Exactly.
Daytona.
Yeah. Daytona.
Daytona.
We figured it out. If anybody's in Daytona, head that way.
Find me.
Becca's right there on the beach. All
I'm
right.
on the beach.
In a house that looks like has very similar windows to her own house.
It
So
just,
look at
I
that
like
one.
things to, I like to stay in my own environment.
Right. It feels homey to her. Yeah.
Look for the one with big windows and no window treatment.
Looking
on them.
right at
That
the
would be her.
beach.
Yep.
Right.
I mean,
All right. Ryan, what do you got there?
For this one, it's the new Field of Dreams bourbon whiskey.
right.
And I like their tagline, from the most famous cornfield in the world.
Yeah.
Have you guys had this yet?
No?
I haven't had that specific bottle, but I've had another Field of Dreams. It's a cool little company in their story and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Bottle looks
So-
nice. Bottle
The
looks
bottle
nice.
looks nice for sure.
Package is great. Hello.
No, nothing there. Nothing there. Yeah. Who won that? I forget.
I feel like Ryan should have won that
Katie.
because I know that
Katie
bottle
won.
will pop nice.
Katie won.
Katie wins.
Katie.
Katie
I
wins.
give my winning to Ryan. Ryan
can't
wins.
do
Good
that,
job, Ryan.
Katie.
Can't do that, Katie.
That'll work.
No,
can't do
we're
that.
rolling.
I'll take it. Thanks, Katie.
All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're talking about Pursuit Spirits on Whiskey Row. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Are you starting?
Yeah, of course. This will sound like good conversation for the show.
Jesus.
You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Making a damn bumper.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about Pursuit Spirits on Whiskey Row.
Yes, we are. So, Beka, I think you've talked to these guys a couple times. You've done events and they've been next to you and stuff like that, so you probably know them better than any of us. I don't really know them personally, but I have respect for them in that they've unlike most podcasters, they've actually put their money into what they're doing. They have they're really part of the industry versus most podcasters have full-time jobs, do their own thing, and just have a microphone and a podcast, that they use, a platform, and then that's it. Their cost to entry is, maybe hundreds of dollars, whereas these guys are, they're really part of the business because they've opened up not only one distillery now, they have this tasting room on Whiskey Row. So tell us a little about the guys themselves.
I don't really know Ryan very well at all, but I've hung out with Kenny a couple times.
Yeah.
We were sweating to death down at the Bruzel Festival last year,
Okay.
and we were just trying to stay out of the sun. But we got to kind of stand around and discuss craft spirits for a while. Kenny's really funny.
That's good.
A little bit of a dry humor, I think, with him, but I like all the stuff that they had. It was interesting listening to them talk. I think that Royce knows Ryan, I think, a little bit better. I think.
I went on their podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, Royce is
I
on their
met Kenny
podcast.
Ryan's just always been super nice.
Yeah.
He's incredibly intelligent. Kenny's he's hilarious, like you said.
They are actually really funny, which I appreciate. And then also, I don't see pretty much anything bad about the stuff that they've been putting out.
Yeah, that's
either.
a good thing.
I see.
They're trying.
Yeah, they're working hard. They're very self-deprecating, which I can very much appreciate that. And I don't know. I'm excited for them. I think it's
Royce, did your show drop? Is it out there? I've never seen it.
Yeah.
It should be soon. It should be coming out here soon.
I haven't seen anything. But
Yeah. But I'm excited for them to this is a pretty huge step.
It's a big deal. It's
Putting
a big
in
deal
a
being on
whole
Whiskey Row.
tasting room in over there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty,
I'm all for it too, right? It's super exciting for them. My hesitation is running a podcast is different from running a distillery, is different from running a tasting room. I don't know their background at all before podcasting, and maybe they've been in hospitality in the past as well and get it. But certainly is a different animal getting into a tasting room experience. But these guys seem to do everything top notch, so I wouldn't expect this to be anything less. But still, you can you can bite off more than you can chew sometimes in hospitality. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they've been around. How long have they been doing a podcast for us?
So we started in 2016. I think they started in 2015.
Yeah, and then how long have they had their brand?
3 years, maybe.
Years.
I don't know for sure. 3 or 4 years. I don't want to say because I don't know, but it's around that, around this, somewhere in there.
Yeah, with them being around all this stuff all the time, whether it be interviews.
Yeah, I think initially they had their club was doing this is how it all starts. They started doing barrel picks, and then then they had their club and was selling bottles. And they're like, I assume the thought is let's start a brand. We're having some success at this. Let's start a brand. So I would guess that's how it comes
which
about.
I'm sure gets a little bit interesting for them because of the fact that when you have a podcast where you discuss spirits and you say you like them, you don't like them,
Right.
it gets a little bit weird for you because how do you not say all of ours are the best thing you've ever had?
Right.
Yeah.
Puts them in a tough spot on the podcast side for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I think I would imagine it's a little bit difficult to not just self-promote all the time with that stuff. I don't know. But I think that they probably have a good grasp of what it will probably be like. And I have a feeling that they know it's going to be very difficult.
Yeah, it is difficult, right? Because you're dealing with, not only do you have the overhead of being in an expensive place, you've got the public, as you're saying there, Beka, and then you got to deal with employees. They're getting to be a pretty big organization at this point because they have people helping out with the podcast. They've got a distillery and a tasting room. You're dealing with layers of employees that, and then they've got people out in the field. There's people, the brand ambassadors and stuff like that. Social media people. There's a little mini empire at this point, I guess. But
yeah,
I will say it looks like they've done good hires from what I can see from the outside, even just through their social media.
Mm-hmm.
That I think their social media, I think it's well done to begin with, and then the pictures I've seen of what they have with the tasting bar and then the cocktail bar in the basement. Everything that at least shows through the screen looks like it's well done. And I even liked the tours that they talked about. They have
They
three
have good
different
experiences
styles.
set
Yeah.
up.
They've got the historical tour, and they've got the fill your own bottle, and then the cocktail tour. So the variety even that they picked in that, I don't know if it's just that they have good taste or if they talked with people who know what to advise them on, but I was even impressed with what they chose for the
Good for them.
experiences to
Yeah,
offer.
that's good. So,
What is a historical tour?
That was my summary
That
of
is
it.
not
They had
making-
we got to go on the
So it
historical
says
tour.
Melwood, past and present.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
They picked up an
So
old.
Okay.
they
you can
did.
do a tasting and barrel pick and fill your own bottle. Discover the pursuit tasting, this Melwood past and present, and then the whole shebang, which I don't know what that one means. Choose your own cocktail, and then founder hour.
Okay.
Those
Well,
were
I
the
assume
different
that's where they're
experiences.
actually there, and you get an opportunity to meet them.
they got
I
their
would
like
think.
VIP room set up. That looks cool too.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, like I said, if nothing else, I respect them for putting their money out and not just being just on the air and being part of the industry. So that's a cool thing. So best of luck to them. And if you're in the area, Whiskey Row, pop in and see them, see what they got going on. So that's a pretty cool thing. So on that note, we're going to wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Katie, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me over on Instagram at KatieProof.
All right, KK.
I am on Instagram at KK Cast Strength.
Ryan.
Here wondering if Royce is clothed or not. And also at
Yeah, we're all fantasizing about that. Come on, Ryan. What the hell's the deal there?
I had a mouthful of whiskey when you said that too.
Awkward. Yeah.
He has
he's
stand-up camera,
speaking
which is
from
nice.
the side, so we can't see him. 10th MTN Whiskey is our social, and our website is 10thwhiskey.com. That's 10th whiskey with an E.
All right, Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm easy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. We're online, abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.